Genesis, the beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God says, "Let there be light." And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be a breach between the waters to separate water from water." So God made the breach and separated the water under the breach from the water above it. And it was so. God called the breach sky. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear." And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered water He called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruits with seed in it, according to their various kind." And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kind, and tree bearing fruits with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be light in the bird of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times, and days and years. And let them be light in the bird of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made two great lights. The great light is governed the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the bird the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And There was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the birds of the sky." So God created the great creatures of the sea and every living things with which the water teems, and then moves about in it, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, "The fruitful and increase in number and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind." And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds. Livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea, and the bird in the sky, over the livestock, and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created mankind in His own image. In the image of the God He created them, male and female. He created them. God blessed them and said to them, "Be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea and the bird in the sky, and over every living creature and that moves on the ground." Then God said, "I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree and that has fruit with seed in it. May it be yours for food. And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures and move along the ground, everything that has the breath of life in it. I give every green plant for food." And he was so. God saw all that all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. Thus the heavens and the earth were completed in all their vast array. By the seventh day, God had finished the work he had been doing. So on the seventh day, he rested from all his work. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. Adam and Eve. This is the account of the heaven and the earth when they were created. When the Lord God made the earth and the heavens. Now, so Shirah had yet appeared on the earth, and the plants had yet sprung up. For the Lord God had not sent rain over the earth, and there was so no one to work the ground. But streams came up from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground. Then the Lord God formed a man from the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life. And the man became a living being. Now the Lord God had planted a garden in the east, in Eden. And there he put the man he had formed. The Lord God made all kinds of trees grow out of the ground, trees that were pleasing to the eye and good for food. In the middle of God were the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. A river watering the garden flowed from Eden. From there it was separated into 4 headwaters. The name of the first, the Pison. It winds sought the entire land of Havilah, where there is gold. The gold of that land is good, aromatic, resin, and unsick. And also there. The name of the second river is the Gihon. It winds throughout the entire land of Cush. The name of the third river is the Tigris. It runs along the east side of Ashur. And the fourth river is the Euphrates. Euphrates. The Lord God took the man and put him the garden Eden to work it and take care of it. And the Lord God commanded the man, "You are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will certainly die." The Lord God said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper suitable for him." Now the Lord God had formed out of the ground all the wild animals and all birds in the sky. He brought them to the man to see what he would name them. And whatever the man called each living creature, that was its name. So the man gave names to all the living livestock, the bird in the sky, and all the wild animals. But for Adam, no stable helper was found. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. And while he was sleeping, he took one of the man's ribs and then closed up the place with flesh. Then the Lord God made the woman from the rib and had taken out of the man, and he brought her to the man. The man said, This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, though she was taken out of man. That is why man's rib is his father and mother, and is united his wife, and they become one flesh. Adam and his wife were both naked, and they felt no shame. The bow. Now the serpent was more crafty than any of the wild animals the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, Did God really say, You must not eat from any tree in the garden? The woman said to the serpent, We may eat fruits from the trees in the garden, but God did say, You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die. You will not certainly die. the serpent said to the woman, "For God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." And the woman saw the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom. She took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. Then the eyes of both them were opened, and they realized they were naked. So they sewed fig leaves together and made a covering for themselves. Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God as he was working in the garden in the cool of the day. And they hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. But the Lord God called to man, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, I so hid." And he said, "Who told you the word naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man said, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruits from the tree, and I ate it." Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." So the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and all wild animals. You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the day of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." To the woman he said, "I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." To Adam he said, because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Thought painful toil you will eat from it, and all the day of your life, and it will produce sons and sisters for you, and you will eat the plant of the field. By the sweat of the brow you will eat your food, until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken. From dust you are, and to dust you will return. Adam named his wife Eve, because she would become the mother all of the living. The Lord God made garments of skin of Adam and his wife, and clothed them. And the Lord God said, the man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of the life and eat, and live forever. So the Lord God banished him from the garden of the Eden to work the ground from the which he had been taken. After the drove the man out, he placed it on the east side of the garden of Eden cherubim, and a flaming sword flashing back of the first garden, the way to the tree of life. Adam made love to his wife Eve, and so became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. She said, with the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man. Later she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. In the course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits, the soil, as an offering to the Lord. The Abel also brought an offering, fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor of Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. Then the Lord said to Cain, why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it. What Cain said to his brother Abel. Let's go out to the field. While the were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are on the curse and driven from the ground, with opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you walk the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be restless, wanderer of the earth." Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me." But the Lord said to him, "Not so. Anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over." Then the Lord put a mark on Cain so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain made love to his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Cain was the building city and named it after his birth to Enoch. Cain was then building a city, and he named it after his son Enoch. To Enoch was born Arad, and Arad was the father of Mihujil. The Mihujil was the father of Mesoshel, and Mesoshel was the father of Lamech. Lamech married 2 women and named Ida and the other Zillah. Ida gave birth to Jabal. He was the father of those who live in tents and raise livestock. His brother's name was Jubal. He was the father of all who play stringed instrument, and pipe. Zillah also had a son, Tubal-Cain, who forged all kinds of tools out of bronze and iron. Tubal-Cain's sister was Naamah. Lamech said to his wives, Ida and Zillah, listen to me. Wives to Lamech, hear my word. I have killed a man of wounding me, a young man for injuring me. If Cain is avenged 7 times, and Lamech 77 times. Adam made love to his wife again, and she gave birth to a son and named him Seth, saying, God has granted me another child in place of Abel, since Cain killed him. Seth also had a son, and he named him Enosh. At that time, people began to call on the name of the Lord, from Adam to Noah. This is written account of Adam's family line. When God created mankind, He made them in likeness of God. He created them male and female and blessed them, and He named them mankind. When they were created, when Adam had living 130 years, he had a son in his own likeness, in our image, and he named him Seth. After Seth was born, Adam living 800 years and had other sons and daughters altogether. Adam lived a total of 930 years, and then he died. When Seth had living 105 years, she became the father of the Enosh. After he became the father of Enosh, Seth living 807 years, and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Seth lived a total of 912 years, and then he died. When Enosh had lived 9 years, he became the father of Canaan. After he became the father of Canaan, Enosh lived 815 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Enosh lived a whole total of 905 years, and then he died. When Canaan had lived 70 years, he became the father of Mahalalel. After he became of the father of Mahalalel. Canaan lived 840 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Canaan lived a total of 910 years, and then he died. When Mahalalel had lived 65 years, he became the father of Jared. After he became the father of Jared, Mahalalel lived 830 years and had other son and daughter. Altogether, Mahalalel lived a total of 895 years, and then he died. When Jared had lived 162 years, he became of the father of Enoch. After become the father of Enoch, Jared lived 800 years and had our son and daughter. Altogether, Jared lived a total of 962 years, and then he died. When Enoch had lived 65 years, he became the father of the Methuselah. After he became the father of Methuselah, Enoch worked faithfully with God 300 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Enoch lived total 365 years and worked faithfully with God. Then he was no more, because God took him away. When Methuselah had living 187 years, he became the father of Lamech. After he became of the father of Lamech, Methuselah lived 782 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Methuselah lived a total of 969 years and then he died. When Lamech has lived 182 years, he had a son. He named him Noah, and said, "He will comfort us in the labor and painful toil of our hands caused by the ground the Lord had caused." After Noah was born, Lamech lived 595 years and had other sons and daughters. Altogether, Lamech lived a total of 777 years, and then he died. After Noah was 5 years old, he became of the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth.